streak of learning. And what we're going to show you in this video is how to do a skin fade and a beard trim as well. So it's going to be a bit more technical than the previous video, so listen up closely. Few health and safety tips, especially during these times. If you have a neck collar, ideally put that on. For your combs, dip them in Barber side if you have it. And for your clipper, use trim aside just to disinfect the clipper. Also, gloves will be really important to use too. So to give you a summary of what's going to happen is we're going to do a skin fade. We're going to do the back and sides first. Cut the top, then blend the top into the back and sides, and then we're going to do the beard.
I'm sexy and I know it.
So before we proceed with the back and sides of the fade, what we're going to do first is section off the hair. This pantry is quite long hair on top. So a very simple method is you just stamp the hair down and you comb the hair to one side. Now where you find that crease is where the head rounds. So you can do a rough on a comb initially, and then you want to use the tooth of the comb and make a better, more accurate section like that. So that stops the bulky long hair from being cut off when we're using the clipper on the back and side. And you repeat that process on the other side here as well. So now lads, we're going to start the fade. Right, as you can see, the top section is combed upwards, so that's divided off. So we're going to put on our attachment guard number 2. We're going to start on one side here. What we're going to do is we're going to C-shape upwards as we go up the head. So again, as you get to the round of the head, you're going to C-shape outwards like so. Okay, so we'll start. And the number 2 here helps get rid of the bulk as well. So it makes the fade easier to see and cut. So C-shape upwards and comb downwards, like so. Pull the ear back when you're going around the ear. Come around in that fashion. Nice and gentle C-shape in the whole time. And you continue that around to the back of the head. As we get to the crown area, we're going to drop that line slightly because we want to keep bulking the crown. We don't want to have a high and tight. Now when you get to this point, when you get to the middle of the crown here, you're going to start your clipper work with number 2 back at the other side. That just increases accuracy of the haircut. Now we're just going to start here, as we say, and we're going to bring this clipper work all the way to the back of the crown. Now this haircut is going to be a standard fade, so that's a medium fade. So you're going to bring your 0 line to where my middle finger is there. That's just a way of gauging what a low, mid and high fade is. That's low, that's mid, that's high. Okay? So put on your clipper, and your clipper is going to be on 0 this time, because it is a skin fade. So gently flicking upwards to mid height, we're going to cut the fade out. And again around the ear, put the ear down, and flick gently upwards, and we go around the ear again like so. Now this line, we're going to carry it all the way to the back of the head, and again we're dropping when we get to the crown area. We're going to keep that line in sync with the line up here of the number 2. The neck hair is there while you're at it. And when you get to the very back of the haircut, the very back of the crown, you're going to stop there and repeat the process again like we did the last time. I'm going to join those 2 lines now. Now we're going to jump onto our midi clippers. So I'm going to use the wall detailer. Now this clippers is a bit tighter than your regular 0 on your big clippers. So it's going to give that fade an extra grip. So flick it on, and we're also going to use a brush, a fade brush, just to brush away the excess hair so we can see where we need to cut. So again, just flick up gently, and you're going just below the baseline set with the big clippers. Again around the ear. Nice and gentle, and always brushing downwards to see that you have all the bulk removed. Now we're going to go back to the big clippers. So what we've already done is we've made our baseline initially with the regular 0, then we put the double 0 just underneath that. So the next stage is we're going to rub out that 0 line here, the original 0 line. The way we do that is we put our big clippers on 0.5, so that's 0, and that's 0.5. So we're going to flick upwards through that line, about 1/4 of an inch through that line. That's going to help blend that out. And again, you're always using your brush, always combing downwards with your brush, just to make sure you've no extra hair hanging around. C-shape motion again, about 1/4 of an inch above the original baseline. That should help remove most of that line. And we're following the standard line here. When you get to the crown, you want to wrap it downwards again. With the 0.5 put through the 0 line, so that rubbed out most of that 0 line. So there's still a very faint line left there. So we're just going to use the 0.25, which is in between the 0 and the 0.5, to rub out the rest of that original baseline. Okay, so same procedure, just flicking up gently, brushing down with your fade brush, like so. Now we're going to keep the fading process going. This is our 3/16. I'm going to flick this in just below the 2. That was the first line we made. And the same fashion as always, C-shape nice and gentle, just underneath the 2. And you carry that all the way around the head again, the usual procedure. So now that's the 3/16 guard closed. So you're going to flick that in just below where you last left off. So now we're on to the 1 guard, and we're going to start with this guard open, so that's 1.5. I'm going to flick this into where we last left off. Now, like we did last time, we're going to flick that down to a number 1. Close the guard and flick it into where you last left off. Nice and gentle, C-shape in the whole time. Now with the 0.5 guard here, we're going to open it and flick that in again just where we left off previously. So you flick upwards and again all the way around the head. And when you've that done, you close the guard and you just flick to where you left off. The back and side's done, bar the blend here. But before we do the blend, we're going to layer the top. So wet the hair thoroughly, like so. And coming straight down. In Patrick's case, he's got a medium length hair, so we're not to do a lot of sectioning, thankfully. Now, the layering technique we're going to use is quite simple. You're just going to comb the fringe up, like so. And you're going to comb it back a small bit from the front of the head. That's called over direction. And you're going to cut your desired length. Now, what's important here is you want to try and see your guide from your previous section, so I can see that guide there. That allows you to keep all the layering accurate. So you keep moving back through all the layers, always seeing your guide. Now just a little tip about combing the hair up and using the scissors. You have the comb and the scissors in the same hand. Comb and scoop upwards. Then you switch your comb to your opposite hand and then you snip. So you're doing those layers all the way back, right through the crown. Always seeing our guide. Now we're going to repeat on the left side here, so combing the hair up and using over direction. And we can see our guide from the previous cut section in the middle. You keep on following through right into the crown. Now, very important, on the left side we're cutting perpendicular to the head, like so. So you're going straight up from the head. And do that right into the crown. Always perpendicular to the head for this haircut. Now we're going to do the right side. Go back again. See your guide here from the previous section. I'm going to bring that right through to the crown. And again, when you get to the crown, you're going to keep that perpendicular to the head because the head shape changes there slightly. Right through the crown, like so, and you'll be able to match up your layers. For the fringe, unlike the first layer we cut when we comb back, we're going to comb the hair straight up in the air and take off the desired amount. So this prevents a blunt fringe from being created. You move on to your left side, you can see your guide from your first section, and you cut like so. Move on to your right side, Comb the hair up, and we should see our guide here from the middle section cut. And the last bit is, now again we want to avoid a blunt fringe. We're going to comb the hair down, and just the weak straggly bits of hair, we're going to cut those off. So go straight down like that, and again just the weak piece of the hair here. So you do your middle section here on the left, the weak bits of hair. Now we're going to make sure our hair is resectioned, just keep the fringe out of the way, because we're going to go on to the blending part now. So we have a bit of a wake line left here, a bit of bulk as you can see. So the technique here is, we push the comb into the bulk. On our biggest scar here is number 2, you want to turn that bulk into number 2. So turn on your big clippers, comb your hair in, and pull back, cut through your clippers like that. And you go up the head, all the way up the head, like so. Now what's key as well, you don't want to eat into the hairline like that. That would be the wrong technique. You're going up and off the head. When we're at the crown area, blending, again same technique. You're using the comb, putting it into the bulk, and pulling off the head like so. You do not want to eat into the hairline like that. That's wrong. You want to keep that weight coming down. Now, an extra bit of detail, we're going to blend the beard into the rest of the hairline, and we're going to line up the sideburn area. So just put on your one guard, put it to a 1.5, gently flip up, close the guard, like so, on the 0.5, always going upwards with this technique, the 0.25, and that should fit nicely. Now we're just going to show you how to line up the sideburns. So we're going to follow the natural hairline. There's a curve here, go straight down, and we're going to just press in here gently with the mini clippers as well for a bit more detail. So we're going to use the corner here, gently push upwards and create a nice natural shape there, and come back down in a semicircular motion, like so. Now Patrick has also asked for a beard trim. He wants a number 2 in the beard, and he wants it lined up nicely. So I find the best thing to do is to start with the line up. So we have to do the cheek lines here, and also a neckline and the moustache. Okay, so we'll start with those. Now I find turning the clipper upside down like this, it's called inverting the clipper, is the best way to go. So you want to create a nice kind of semicircular shape here. So you want to use the corner of the clipper. I'm not going to use the full face of the clipper because you're going to make a straight line. So using the corner of the clipper, and you're gradually creating a curved line down towards his moustache, like so. Just a product here that I often use, it's the American Glue Boost powder. It's very good for the dry look, so you just sprinkle into the hair, like so. You don't need to put on too much, just put it all over the haircut. And you just mesh it in nicely. It gives a nice matte effect. Ideally you want to have the hair blow dry before you put it in. Oh, that was a skin fade and beard trim tutorial. I hope you all enjoyed it. I hope it helped. As you can see, I'm out here in our beautiful national park on top of Old Beer Bridge, enjoying the nature. So in the meantime, guys, until the 20th of July, stay safe, and we'll see you all there. Thank you for watching the video.